Hello, today is October 31st, 2015. My last call said that absent a gap over Thursday's high, we should see lower prices. When the open is this close to that high, you have to go to futures to see if there was a gap or not. The MEJT software will let you know if there's a gap, and there wasn't, but you could also look at futures prices and see there isn't a gap. So the call was for lower prices, which is what happened. Early in the day, MEJT said this is a false rally and prices will retrace, which they did. In the afternoon, it said ultimately lower prices would print, which they did, said the rally was false, and it was. The system now says there is a target of 2091.05, most likely to print before Monday's close. For the reasons I will discuss, I think it might not work. There are two occasions on which MEJT price targets are more likely to fail. We certainly have one, which is a target close to a trend extreme. We could well have the other two, which is a period of a strong impulsive move. Here's the point of the FOMC announcement. The initial move usually indicates the next move in market direction. Having dropped this much, typically we would have a rally over this price by an amount larger than this drop. That didn't happen, which I view as a sign of weakness. We've now undercut the price of the announcement significantly enough so that I think we're going to get a drop under this low. And do not forget, we have a failed MEJT target of 2060.34. It isn't too good when you hit a new high for the move and then close negatively. It isn't too good when you not only close negatively, but undercut all these highs and these lows and the significant point of the price announcement of the FOMC. Note that the break came during a period of the day when large customers, big money, was still playing. Had we held above that price level and only broken through at the end of the day, it would have been an action of retail customers and likely to be wrong. But since the break was earlier, it's less likely to be wrong. The principle behind the wall into the close and close at the low of the day being a false move is that it indicates retail customers selling with abandon. These people are usually wrong, but we'll come back to that in just a minute. Not only did you undercut these lows in the FOMC announcement, you undercut these prior highs too. That's a pretty significant break as far as I'm concerned. We still have the sequential sell signal and the combo sell, which indicate lower prices should be coming. This is an old TDST line, which is resistance and which has held. Here's a futures chart, and if retail customers were selling with abandon, you would have anticipated the drop would have kept on coming after the close. Instead, all these customers went long into this break. So the reason behind this being a signal to go long here is somewhat compromised by that action. If we do have a gap up, it wouldn't surprise me if we got the 2091.05 price. We should know at the open if that will happen. But usually when you drop like this into a Friday and it's not a new drop, it just keeps on dropping. And if so, we could have an impulsive move down rather, with a likelihood of hitting 2060.34 pretty soon. So I think Monday's open is going to be critical. I think we're going to have a strong move at the open. I think it's most likely to be down. If I'm incorrect, it should be a sharp move higher with a gap hitting 2091.05. But I'm looking for a drop instead move, and we will find out at the open which of those two things will happen, and that's today's call.